I'm Michael McElroy.
And I'm Caleb Watson, and this is our 13th annual Braveathon.
If you're in your car but you want to keep listening to Braveathon when you get home, you can head to gobrave.org/Braveathon 2023 and listen wherever you are.
You'll even be able to watch everything in studio on that website as well.
This portion of our 13th annual Braveathon is sponsored by the Front Porch Restaurant and Pub. Chef Melissa Mack takes the classic American dishes and adds the subtle hints of Asian flavors to create unique combos to complement the rustic and industrial look of the Front Porch.
We actually want to say hello and thank you to our friends at the Front Porch who are watching Braveathon live in their restaurant right now.
You can contact them at 973-310-3828 or at the restaurant located at 217 Wagaraw Road in Hawthorne, New Jersey.
Our next performer is a blend of pop, country, and R&B. She is Chloe B.
Thanks, Caleb. Hi, everyone. My name is Chloe. This is my band. First song today is going to be called Experimental Love, and these are all original, so enjoy. To give love another try, even though you've warned me 1,000 times. You're still healing, and I know it's gonna leave a scar. It might tear me apart. You say this might be good for you, we'll take it slowly. But you don't know how fast these feelings keep on growing. I don't want an experimental love with you, and I don't think you're hearing all the things I fear. You don't feel for me too. Take your chances on me, but I know you'll never be ready. I'm not tough enough for experimental love. I tell myself that time is on my side, and maybe you'll come over some other night. You're still healing, and it's hard to watch a broken heart keep the two of us apart. I don't want an experimental love with you, and I don't think you're hearing all the things I fear. You don't feel for me too. Take your chances on me, but I know you'll never be ready. I'm not tough enough for experimental love. Oh, yeah. Thanks. This next one is a song called What Happens Now, and I'm actually releasing it on May 12th, so you can stream it everywhere then. Hope you enjoy. Last night we popped a huge balloon, and out came all the thoughts and fears that still persist to loom. And I thought I'd be relieved, all my worries finally free, but now they're just floating in space, and the look on your faces will never be the same. Everything's forever changed, and I know I can't make you stay. So what happens now? Just tell me how I'm supposed to go on without you. I've had so much time to think, but can't figure out what happens now. Shouldn't I have seen this coming? Well, I wish, but nothing could prepare me for this. Oh. Last night I opened up a shade, and suddenly you saw the things I dreaded to illuminate. And I thought I was ready to display my thoughts for you to see, but you drew back the blinds, and I knew we were out of time. So what happens now? Just tell me how I'm supposed to go on without you. I've had so much time to think, but can't figure out what happens now. Shouldn't I have seen this coming? Well, I wish, but nothing could prepare me, 'cause it should come as no surprise, because every sunrise I see our fate on the rising line. Tonight the sky will turn black, my nightmares will come back, and I won't have you to hold on to. So what happens now? Just tell me how I'm supposed to go on without you. I've had so much time to think, but can't figure out what happens now. Shouldn't I have seen this coming? Well, I wish, but nothing could prepare me for this. No. Thank you. That's what happens now. You can stream it May 12th. Pre-save it now. This next one's already released. We recently dropped it and recorded it in Gabe's studio. It's called Don't Ghost Me, so you can stream it on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever. Chloe Borthwick, actually, it's under. Never believed in the paranormal. I just couldn't conceive of the supernatural. But at night, I've been a little spooked, and it might have something to do with you. I don't wanna give credit where it ain't due, but I think making me frightened, 'cause I feel like you might. Well, he was right, 'cause I turned into a ghost that night. Yeah. Well, it ain't like I'm a cold-blooded killer, but if this were a psycho thriller, you'd ignore every obvious warning. So don't be confused in the morning when your telephone is still bone dry, and you just sit there wondering why I turned right into a demon as soon as you gave me a reason, and you screamed, please don't ghost me, babe, whatever you do, 'cause I've been haunted by a girl just like you, and you're making me frightened, 'cause I feel like you might. Well, he was right, 'cause I turned into a ghost that night. Well, I know it's insensitive, but I don't really know how to live, having to walk on eggshells, 'cause your heart tripped and fell. Well, my intent's not to scare you, just vanish right into thin air. Yeah, you said, please don't ghost me, babe, whatever you do, 'cause I've been haunted by a girl just like you, and you're making me frightened, 'cause I feel like you might. Well, he was right, 'cause I turned into a ghost that night. Oh, yeah, 'cause I turned into a ghost that night. Thank you very much. I'll take a sec to introduce the band. We got Ceylin on the keys, Gabe on the bass, Pat on the saxophone, Jekyll on the guitar. This next one's called Bridge to Terabithia, if you remember the movie, circa 2004, I think. And it's just about being a kid, a little kiddo running around in the woods. So hope you like it. I kinda think that getting old is killing me, but I knew what I had before it went. The world gave me a unique opportunity to seize most of the youthful days I spent. But lately I've been craving something more, somewhere to explore. So when I creak open your door, I wanna build a bridge to Terabithia. Let the sun just wake us up 5 o'clock in the morning, 'cause I know sleeping is boring. Wanna hear my name shouted from far away, but not give up my hiding place. Write our names down in the mud and wonder what we'll be when we're grown up. Ooh, yeah. hill only to look back down. Kinda feels like where I'm at right now. 'Cause I kicked it into high gear, sprinted all the way here. Now I just want back my training wheels. But lately I've been craving simpler times, when all that was on my mind was which tree to climb. I wanna build a bridge to Terabithia, let the sun just wake us up 5 o'clock in the morning. 'Cause we know sleeping is boring. Wanna hear my name shouted from far away, but not give up my hiding place. Writing names down in the mud and wonder what we'll be when we're grown up. What's your over under on how long that we'll be wondering when we'll be like kids again? Last one today. Thank you, Braveathon, for having us. My name is Chloe B. Chloe Borthwick is where you can stream that song, though. And this next one's called Wet Cement, and it is out everywhere. Listen to it. Thanks. There was a time that I'd grimace at the thought of confessing love just 'cause feelings were caught. Initials and ink say, baby, I miss you when I blink. Sounded so dumb, but you make me question saying your name in a text and swearing you'll mess up my ex. Baby, is it my turn next? Is it possible for me? Do not regret putting everything but you aside for me to forget. For the first time, I can't stand the thought of holding someone's hand. No, I couldn't find a flaw in you, even if I wanted to. So baby, let's write our names in wet cement, because I know this love will never end. And I say don't tempt fate, but I know that fate can't wait to be tempted to write our feelings down in wet cement. Nightmares I had of taking things too quickly. Now the daydreams of being in between your sheets, whispering things in my ear with one hand on the steering wheel. Baby, don't you know you got me scrapbooking things in my head till the day we're sharing a bed. I want you permanently. Is it possible for me to stay on track? How can I when I can feel your fingers running down my back? For the first time I want to be seen with you standing next to me. I want to write our names down for the whole wide world to see. So baby, let's write our names in wet cement, because I know this love will never end. And I say say don't tempt fate, but I know that fate can't wait to be tempted to burn our feelings down in words of man. So baby, let's write our names in the words of men, because I know this love will never end. And they say it don't tempt fate, but I know that fate can't wait to be tempted to burn our feelings down in words of cement. Thank you guys. Thanks for having us. My name is Chloe B. This is the band. Thank you guys. Thanks Braveathon.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, Michael and I will be talking to Chloe B, so stick around. This is our 13th annual Braveathon.
Welcome back. We're about to talk to Chloe B, but first we want to shout out everyone at the Front Porch Restaurant and Pub. This portion of our 13th annual Braveathon is sponsored by the Front Porch Restaurant and Pub. Chef Melissa Mack takes classic American dishes and adds a subtle hint of Asian flavors to create unique combos to complement the rustic and industrial look of the Front Porch. You can contact them at 973-310-3828 or at the restaurant located at 217 Wagaraw Road in Hawthorne, New Jersey.
Now we're excited to be talking to the one and only Chloe B. Chloe, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Us.
Of course. So, Chloe, that was a great performance you just put out there.
Thank you.
So, in addition to that, the question for me is, how are you receiving feedback, whether it be positive or negative?
So far, the reception of the music we've put out has been pretty positive. You know, I'm an indie artist, and we're just freelance musicians that are trying to make it by, and any feedback is good feedback. But yeah, it's been pretty positive so far.
Awesome.
Now, what was the inspiration for your song? Don't Ghost Me. That was a great one. What was the inspiration from it?
I was on a date a few years ago, and it was the first time I ever met the guy, and he just insisted that I not ghost him, even though I barely knew him. So I was irritated by that. And then I thought about it years later, and I was like, that would be a good song, because now I still think about how absurd that was of him to say.
Oh, yeah.
It was me.
That's pretty funny. I guess you didn't ghost him then.
No, we don't talk.
Oh, yeah. Just like,
He's just a saxophone player.
Of course,
in the
you
band.
should see the rehearsal. That's why he was saying he was out before the performance. He was like, I'm out if I do bad.
Yeah.
So obviously your style is kind of a blend of different genres. How did you find that?
I've always just loved popular music writing, and I just have a lot of different music I listen to. So I sometimes reference Hannah Montana, and sometimes I reference, you know, like Stevie Wonder. So it just became sort of an amalgamation of genres.
Good vocabulary.
Thanks,
I need to take some lessons from her. Now, how long have you been involved with it? How long have you been involved with music?
I started playing piano as like a young kid, like at like 5, and then I played for years, and then I played oboe, and then I sang lastly, and then I just got into kind of singing popular music. So most of my life.
So as a young musician, obviously feedback, we were talking about that before, but how do you engage with fans? Do you engage with fans frequently, like through social media, or what's your favorite way, in person?
I try to engage with fans on social media. It sometimes like isn't received very well. I'm not really good at any of them. But yeah, I make TikToks and I post on my Instagram story, and I beg people to listen to my music, basically.
Well, they definitely should. You did a great job today.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you guys interact with fans?
Well, we tend to like to hop on Chloe's live streams
Yeah.
and just like talk in the chat. She live streams all of her I encourage everyone, if you're listening to this, to hop on Chloe's live streams and just spam the chat.
Of course.
I would
Usually
encourage
brings
it
in a
as
lot
well.
of people.
Yeah.
Help the algorithm for sure.
I'm one of her regulars on her live stream.
Caleb is my only regular on my live streams.
Caleb's the
actually.
MVP. The real MVP.
It's a true story.
It is a true story. Now, speaking of which, who is your biggest influence? Like, who do you look up to the most? Like, who is your biggest musical influences?
I don't know. It's hard, but right now Miley Cyrus is like my biggest. Like she's like my idol, and that I grew up on her, and so now that she's still sort of relevant in music, it's like inspiring to me. But I don't know. It's kind of all over the place. You know, I love like Bruno Mars. I don't know. I like popular music, but you know, kind of infused with some like. I don't know, like we all listen to like Stevie Wonder and things like that, so they are obviously more musically like potent. But I like all of the above.
So, you know, I heard through mutuals you were a regular performer at the Steel Wheel in Ridgewood.
I certainly am.
So every Sunday, how did you get into that? Do you like the atmosphere you got there? It's a very nice place.
Oh, I love Steel Wheel. Well, I started playing there kind of like during quarantine, and like no one was really doing anything, so it was like nice just to have anything to do as a musician. And I basically just never stopped. I still play brunches there every Sunday.
That's awesome. Brunches are good.
Brunches are great. Bottomless mimosas.
Can't go wrong with that.
Save me one. This in general. Do you have like any words of encouragement for anybody out there, for anyone who could be watching at home, who would like to who aspires to become a musician? Like, do you have any like words of encouragement?
I think you guys should answer this first.
Why don't you
I'll
go
top
first,
it off.
Kay?
Words of encouragement.
This is an APA jazz
they don't know.
finalist, to be clear. So if there's anyone who can be given advice, it's this guy.
Well, you know, all the cliches, don't give up, right? Keep doing. If you don't love it, and only you will know if you love it. If you don't really love it, it's not going to work out. So, you know, that's why you have like a lot of mediocre, you know, musicians, because they don't really love what they do. But if you do truly love what you do,
Pat, give us some hope, please.
Yeah.
This is another quick question. Do you have any like passions other than music? I'm just kind of curious for any of you.
Short answer is not really. No, I do. I like to draw, and I'm just a creative person. So like anything that kind of manifests
space.
in making something, I like to do. But I'm not necessarily great at anything, including music.
All right. Well, Chloe, thank you so much for being part of Braveathon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Coming up next is an artist that's no stranger to Brave New Radio, Samid Savage, and he's performing next to our TV studios next.
So don't go anywhere. Hey, you're listening to Braveathon.